Hello, my name is Linda, and I've lost 120 pounds. Actually, now it's about 125 pounds. I've kept it off, and it took me a long time to learn what would work. There is so much information out there, and the information contradicts itself. I know that. They tell you to eat low-fat foods, high carbs. They tell you to eat low-carb foods, high fat. And it took me 20 years to figure out what would work for me. And I know how hard it is, believe me, I do. So I'd like to offer you my free ebook on what worked for me. And I'd like you to know that I really understand what you're going through. I know that you have trouble getting someone who really supports your weight loss. They tend to nag you about it, and then they undermine you and say, well, just a little bit of this won't hurt, and just a little bit of that won't hurt. Don't be such a killjoy. I get it. And so I'd like to tell you that it is possible to lose weight. I've done it more than once, but this time I'm pretty sure it's going to stay with me. It has stayed with me for over a year. And it's interesting because the last 10 or 15 pounds are really difficult for me, and probably for you too, if you ever get to the last 10 or 15 pounds. So I've recently broken through my set point, which was about 15 pounds from my goal. And now I recently dropped another 5 pounds, which is wonderful. And I'll like to tell you about how I did that also. So the first thing you need to do, if you would like to know what I did, is click down below this video and get my ebook. It will give you 10 tips on how I went about it. It's not going to be a fast process, but it's also not going to be as painful as you might think. It's really easy when you get enough nutrition, and that means high quality foods, organic foods if you possibly can. And part of the reason that you want to eat all the time is because your body is overfed, but it's undernourished. And that's a real problem for a lot of us. We think we're getting good nutrition, but the soils have changed in the last 100 years. The farming methods have changed. And foods, especially the ones that are raised on corporate farms, do not have the same nutritional value that they did 100 years ago. They just don't. So I will talk about that on another video. But you can be not hungry if you eat enough healthy fats. They stay with you from one meal to the next, and from at night to the next. So try that. Read my ebook. It's free. There's no obligation whatsoever. And reach out to me. I also give you my email address down below. And let me know what you're going through. What's the most difficult thing for you? What have you tried and perhaps failed at? And it's not your fault, you know. It's the fault of the companies who tell us that we have to eat a low-calorie diet, and then that messes with our metabolism. So even if we do lose weight, we gain it back, and then we gain more back. And I don't want to say that people in the diet industry are greedy, but maybe they are. I don't know. I know that keeping you fat is to their economic advantage, and that's unfortunate. Anyway, get my book, send me an email, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.